Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to our online maths class. Okay, nowadays we have been discussing about the addition and subtraction of like fractions, isn't it? Addition and subtraction of like fractions. Do you know how to add two like fractions? What is the rule for adding two like fractions? Yes, for adding two like fractions, what we have to do? Yes, here we have two fractions with us. First fraction is 1 by 7 and the second fraction is 2 by 7. Are they like fractions? Yes, why? Yeah, both are having the denominator 7, isn't it? So they are like fractions. Then what is the rule for adding two like fractions? How can these fractions be added together? What we have to do? Yes, for adding the like fractions, just add the numerators. That means which are the numerators here? 1 and 2, isn't it? And next is very important. And what is the next step? Yes, keep the denominator as it is. So can we add 7 plus 7 and write denominator as 14? Can we do this? No. What shall be done then? Yes, 7 plus 7 is equal, 7 plus 7 is equal to 14. This cannot be done. Instead of this, what shall be done? What has to be done? Yes, we have to write the denominator as it is. So, the answer will be what? 1 plus 2, 3. 3 by 7 is the final answer. Isn't it? Similarly, how can we subtract two like fractions? How can we subtract two like fractions? Here also, two like fractions are given. First one is 6 by 8 and second one is 2 by 8. Of course, these two are like fractions. Why? Yeah, both are having the denominator 8. So, how can it be done? Yes, subtract the numerators and just as in the case of addition. Here we have to subtract the numerator and what else? Yeah, write the denominator as it is, isn't it? So, final answer would be what? 6 minus 2, 4. 4 by 8 would be the final answer. Understood? Is it clear? Okay, write down. So let's write down the notes of addition and subtraction of like fractions. Very important. Write down as I have been saying always. Before start writing, mention date and day on the upper portion of your margin. Okay, please write addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction of like fractions. Addition and subtraction of like fractions. Okay, please write down neatly addition and subtraction of like fractions. First, Roman number 1, please write down rule for adding like fractions. Rule for adding like fractions is, what is the rule? Yes, just add the numerators. Just add the numerators. And what, who can say? Just add the numerators and what else? Yes, keep the denominator as it is and keep the denominator. Just add the numerators and keep the denominator as it is. Got it? Rule for adding like fractions is what? Yes, just add the numerators and keep the denominator as it is. So let's write some examples. Please write down. Example A. Please say some examples yourself. If you wish, you can write your own examples. No problem in that. Let me give two examples for you. If you want, if you wish, you can do yourself. You can write your own examples yourself. 3 by 7 plus 2 by 7. Here, of course, these two are like fractions. So, what we have to do? Yes, just add the numerators. Which are the numerators? Yes, 3 and 2 are the numerators. So just add them. And what else? Yeah, write the denominator as it is. Which is the common denominator here? Yes, A. So write it as it is. So what is the answer? 5 plus 7. 3 plus 2 is 5. Sorry, 5 plus 7 is 5 by 7. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 by 7 is the answer. Got it? Okay, write example B. B. 8 by 21 plus 3 by 21 plus 2 by 21. Here we have to add how many fractions? Yes, we are going to add 3 fractions here, and these 3 are like fractions also, isn't it? Are they like fractions? Yes. Why? Yeah, both are having the 3 of them are having the same denominator. And which is the common denominator here? Which is the common denominator here? Yeah, 21, isn't it? So how to add this? What is the rule? Yes, just add the numerators. Which are the numerators here? 8, 3 and 2 are the numerators, isn't it? So just add the numerators. That means 8 plus then, yes, 3 plus then 2. By what? Can we add 21 plus 21 plus 21? Can we do so? No, not at all. Then what shall be done? What we have to do? Yes, write the denominator as it is. So denominator is 21. Write it as it is. Got it? So what? It becomes 8 plus 3. Yeah, 11. 11 plus 2. 13. 13 by 21 is the final answer. Have you understood? Okay. Now write down Roman number 2. Next we are going to write Roman number 2, which is the rule for subtracting like fractions, isn't it? What is the rule for subtracting like fractions? Yeah, just subtract the numerators and keep the denominator as it is, isn't it? That is the rule. So write down please. Rule for subtracting like fractions is rule for subtracting like fractions is what is the rule? Like fractions is, what is it? Yes, just subtract the numerators, isn't it? Just subtract the numerators. And what else? Just subtract the numerators and yes, keep the denominator as it is. And keep the denominator as it is. So the rule for subtracting like fractions is what? Yeah, just subtract the numerators and keep the denominator as it is, just as in the case of addition of like fraction. Here instead of addition we have to do the subtraction, that's all. Okay, yes, write down examples. Example A. 12 by 19 minus 4 by 19. What has to be done here? Yes, just subtract the numerators. Which are they like fractions? Of course, they are like fractions. Why? They are having the same denominator 19. So without any doubt, we can say that they are like fractions. So what has to be done? Yeah, just subtract the numerators. 12 minus 4. 12 and 4 are the numerators. So 12 minus 4 and keep the denominator as it is. So what would be the answer? 12 minus 4 is what? Yes, 8. 8 by 19 is the answer. 8 by 19 is the answer. Okay. Okay, please. Now write down example B. 6 by 7 minus 6 by 7 minus 2 by 7. Here are the like fractions. Yes, they are like fractions. So we can subtract, isn't it? We can subtract. So what shall be done? Yeah, just subtract the numerators. Which are the numerators here? 6 and 2. So we have to subtract them and keep the denominator as it is. Which is the common denominator here? Yeah, 7 is the common denominator. So keep it as it is. So 6 minus 2, 4. 4 by 7 is the final answer. Got it? Have you understood? Okay. Okay, now let's try to do the exercise. I think it is exercise 8C. If there is any change, you please correct it. Okay, exercise 8C. Exercise 8C. Exercise 8C. Okay, first question. Add the following figures. Add the following figures and find the corresponding fraction. Add the following figures and find the corresponding fraction. Add the following figures and find the corresponding fraction. Okay. Okay. Now, please write down the first question. A. So what we have to do? We have to add some figures would be given. We have to add that and find out the corresponding fraction. A. Draw one square like this. Rectangle like this. One more. Please draw using ruler and pencil. Okay, you have to draw this using ruler and pencil. Okay, it has to be drawn with ruler and pencil. Shade the first box only in the first figure, and the second figure please shade two boxes. Okay, so what is the fraction corresponding to the first figure? Yes, 1 by 4, isn't it? What is the fraction corresponding to the second figure? Yes, it is 2 by 4. So what would be the answer here? Yeah, let's try to draw the answer as a figure first, then we can write the corresponding fraction. Okay. Yes. How many boxes have to be shaded here? Who can say? Here one box is in the first figure, there is one box. So this box has to be shaded, and in the second figure we have two boxes. So corresponding to this box and this box have to be, these two boxes have to be shaded. So together, how many boxes have to be shaded in the answer? Who can say? Yeah, we have to shade 3 boxes, isn't it? So let's try to shade the required boxes. Let's try to shade the required boxes. So we got the figure of the answer like this. The figure corresponding to the answer is obtained now. Now, can you say the fraction corresponding to the answer? What is the fraction corresponding to the shaded portion of this figure? Who can say? Yes, 3 out of 4 boxes, 3 are shaded, isn't it? Out of 4 boxes, 3 are shaded, means 3 by 4. This is the answer. Okay. Once again, let me remind. All these boxes have to be drawn neatly using ruler and pencil. Please don't draw freehand. Understood? Okay, write down B. Please try to draw one small circle with coin, something like that. Using any circular object, please try to draw 2 circles of the same size, and these circles are divided into 8 equal parts, isn't it? Here we have divided these circles into 8 equal parts, and in the first circle 2 parts are shaded, whereas in the second circle 3 parts are shaded. 3 parts are shaded. Now what we have to do? We have to first we have to find out the figure corresponding to the addition. Means first we have to add these two figures, and then we have to find out the fraction corresponding to the answer obtained, isn't it? So can you say the fraction corresponding to the first figure? Here we have the circle has been divided into how many equal parts? 8 equal parts. Among these 8 parts, how many are shaded? 2 are shaded. So the fraction corresponding to this is what? Yes, 2 by 8, isn't it? What about the second figure? Here also the circle is divided into 8 equal parts. Among these, how many are shaded? Yes, 3 out of 8 are shaded. So what is the fraction? 3 by 8. So what would be the figure corresponding to the addition of these two figures? While adding these two figures, we would get a answer. What would be the answer corresponding to this? From the first figure, we know that 2 parts have to be shaded. So here we have to shade these 2 parts, isn't it? And from the second figure, we know that 3 parts have to be shaded. So corresponding to the second figure, we have shaded the 3 parts. We have shaded 3 parts here, and we obtained the figure corresponding to the answer like this. What is this? This is the answer obtained. This is the answer obtained by adding these two figures. Okay, can you say the answer or fraction corresponding to the answer? Can you say the fraction corresponding to the answer? Here also circle has been divided into 8 equal parts, and among these 8 parts, how many are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are shaded. So what is the answer? Yes, 5 by 8 is the answer. Have you understood? Okay, so note down the homework from this. This has been given for an introduction, that's all. Okay, not meant for any other purpose. I have given this examples just as an introduction to our concept, that's all. Note down homework. C is homework. Write down. Here we have one square, and it is divided into, how many equal parts are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this square has been divided into 8 equal parts. Okay. Yes, here the shaded portions are, here in the first figure 3 parts are shaded. In the first figure 3 parts are shaded. In the second figure only 1 part is shaded. Okay, 3 parts are shaded out of 8. So what is the fraction corresponding to the first figure? Yes, 3 by 8, isn't it? Yes, here also a square of same size is divided into 8 equal parts, and among those 1 only is shaded. So what is the fraction? Yes, 1 by 8. So what would be the answer? Please find out. This is the homework. Both the figure and the fraction have to be found. Okay, both the figure and fraction have to be found. This is the homework. Okay, now let's try to do the second problem. Problem corresponding to the subtraction. Problem corresponding to subtraction. B, the question is, question number 2. Subtract the following figures and find out the corresponding fraction. Subtract the following figures. Subtract the following figures. Subtract the following figures and find out the corresponding fraction and find out the corresponding fraction. Okay, fractions. So just as we did in the case of addition of figures, this also has to be done. Understood? First one, please draw one triangle and one more triangle of the same size, and these triangles have been divided into 4 equal parts. The first triangle is divided into 4 equal parts. Exactly like this, the second also is divided into 4 equal parts, and among these 3 parts are, you please draw neatly with ruler and pencil. I can't, unfortunately I am not able to use ruler in this digi screen. You please try to understand and do neatly. Okay, in the first figure 3 parts are shaded. 3 parts are shaded. Here not shaded portion. Yeah, in the first figure 3 parts only are shaded. Please try to understand. You please draw properly. Okay, yes. So what is the fraction corresponding to the first figure? Yeah, among 4 equal parts 3 are shaded means, yes, 3/8, isn't it? Okay, in the second figure 2 parts are shaded. 2 middle parts are shaded in the second figure. So can you say the fraction corresponding to this? Yeah, it is 2/8. Okay, now we have to find out the answer, both in figure and fraction form. Okay, so surely the answer also will be a similar triangle which has been divided into 4 equal parts. No doubt in that. So what would be the answer? In the first figure 3 parts are shaded, and from this we are going to subtract the 2 parts, isn't it? We are going to subtract these 2 shaded parts, isn't it? In the first figure 2 parts are shaded. From this figure we are going to subtract what? Yeah, the 2 middle parts. From the first figure we are going to subtract 2 middle parts means what? We are going to erase these 2 from the first figure. So what would be remained? Yeah, the first portion only would be remained after erasing the middle two middle portions, 2 middle parts. After erasing or rubbing the or subtracting the, both have, all these have the same meaning. Subtracting, erasing, rubbing, removing, all these have the same meaning. After removing the middle 2 middle parts from the first figure, what would be left with that? Yeah, there would be only one part would be remained there. So that part would be the answer of this question. So what would be the answer then? Yeah, now we have got the answer as, yes, this. Why? From the first figure the middle 2 parts have been removed or rubbed or erased or subtracted. So what would be remained? Yeah, first part only would be remained. So this is the figure corresponding to this subtraction. So now can you say the answer or fraction corresponding to this figure? Can you say the fraction corresponding to our answer? Yes. Out of 4 equal parts, 1 only shaded means what is the fraction? Yeah, 1/4 is the fraction. Got it? Have you understood? Yes. So try to do one more B. Try to do B, question number B. Hope you understood the concept. Are you able to follow? Okay, now in B, please draw one rectangle, one more similar rectangle. We are going to subtract we are going to subtract the second figure from the first one. Yeah, the first figure, please note down, in the first figure 4 parts are shaded. In the first figure 4 parts are shaded. From this figure we are going to remove or we are going to subtract 3 portions, 3 parts. Okay, so in the first figure 4 are shaded, and what would be the fraction corresponding to the first figure? Yeah, it is 4 by 8. Out of 8, 4 are shaded. And what would be the fraction corresponding to second figure? Yes, 3 are shaded out of what? 8, isn't it? Now let's try to find out the answer. You please draw and write neatly. Due to the lack of space, I am forced to draw it here, but you can draw it properly, isn't it? In a straight line. It can be drawn in a straight line in your notebook, but due to the lack of space, I have to draw like this. Please try to understand. And once again, let me remind, all the boxes and lines have to be drawn neatly using ruler and pencil. No excuse in that. Okay. Yes. So, what would be the answer corresponding to this subtraction? What has been done now? What we have done now? Yeah, we have subtracted 3 parts from the first figure. So actually the meaning of this subtraction is we are going to rub these 3 parts from the first figure, these 3 shaded portions from the first figure. That is the meaning of this subtraction, isn't it? We are going to rub these 3 shaded portions from the first figure. So what would be left with this? Yeah, this portion only would be remained. This portion only would be remained. That means this portion only would be remained with the first figure after subtraction. Isn't it? So this is the meaning of this problem. This is the meaning of this problem. So after subtracting the second figure from the first figure, we have got the answer as this. Only one portion is shaded. So what is the fraction corresponding to this? Yeah, out of 8, 1 is shaded, means 1 by 8 is the required answer. 1 by 8 is the required answer. Hope you understood the concept. Okay, now down the homework. Question number C, homework. Write down question number C. C is homework. A circle, one more similar circle. Both circles are divided into 4 equal parts. In the first one, 2 are shaded, and in the second one portion is shaded. That means we are going to subtract the second figure from the first figure. What is the fraction corresponding to the first one? Yes, 2 by 4, no doubt. And what about the second figure? Yeah, it is 1 by 4. So you have to find out the figure and fraction corresponding to the answer. Okay, hope you understood the concept very well. Please up to date the concepts regularly, do the problems regularly. Okay, then only you would be able to score good marks in maths. Okay, we keep in touch with the subject always. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.